Hello, guys. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some interesting updates. We begin with Giovanni Lo Celso as Tottenham make an incredible demand of 15 million euros for the Barca target as Barcelona are close to abandoning the deal. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barca are set for a huge financial boost of 6 million euros as ex-defender Jean-Claire Todibo is reportedly closing in on a move to Manchester United. We are also going to look at that in much detail. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very much welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona might be closing in on the capture of Joao Cancelo, but the club are still looking for reinforcements, especially in the creative department. Following the departure of Dembele and of course Xavi Hernandez wanted to sign Bernardo Silva from Manchester City, but the move for the Portuguese has now been completely ruled out, most especially after extending his contract until 2026 with Manchester City. This has led Barca now to consider moving for Giovanni Lo Celso during the final weeks of this transfer window. Barcelona have approached Lo Celso's entourage over a possible loan move to Catalonia in the final weeks of the month. However, according to a report by Spanish publication Sport, Tottenham Hotspur have ruled out the move. They do not even want to loan out their Argentine playmaker to Barcelona this summer. In the earlier part of the summer, Tottenham were keen to listening to offers for Giovanni Lo Celso, but the club do not see any points in offloading the player this late in the market. Not to mention, Lo Celso himself has made a good impact under new coach Angel Postecoglou. The North London Giants, therefore, will consider a late sale for Lo Celso only if the Catalan Giants come up with something reasonable. That means Barca might have to cough up a figure in the range of 10 to 15 million if they ever expect to have Lo Celso successfully, but that will not be possible for Barcelona under the current economic circumstances. Barca therefore might end up failing to sign a new attacking midfielder as requested by Xavi at the start of the summer transfer window. The Blaugrana though are exploring a loan move for Joao Felix, but the club can only sanction the move for the Portuguese international if they end up selling one of the attackers within the coming days. If no one else is arrived, the La Liga champions Barca will turn to Academy ace Fermin Lopez as an option in midfield. Of course, as I've said this numerous times, I don't see the need for Xavi still adding another midfielder because for the ones that we have, they are very okay. For me, that's just, I don't see no reason. I try to calculate why do Xavi still bring another attacking midfielder? There is no reason. Xavi, I don't know, he should act like a tactician, but he's not. We need an attacker. We need Felix. If we are bringing Joao Cancelo, the next should be Joao Felix. So I don't know. Talking about this Lo Celso of a guy, still baffling that Barca still keep on putting interest when the summer is coming to a close. For me, it's a useless transfer, bringing another attacker. Because had it been if bring Bernardo Silva, it could have just been, for me, a type. Because you either Pedri or Gavi will be suffering game time or Gundogan. We have already quality midfielders in our club. So why should Xavi think that an attacking midfielder is so necessary? We don't even score goals, and you're talking about an attacking midfielder. Of course, Joao Cancelo's move to Barca looks imminent from the look of things, and there have been some contradictory reports. Some reports saying that Barca will go for Joao Felix after Cancelo's move is complete, And now talking about this report saying that Javi is still interested in adding another attacking midfielder to his ranks after failing to get Bernardo Silva. Giovanni Lo Celso still remains his option, but Tottenham have said no, we can't give Lo Celso at this point in time on a loan move. So it is now making everything just so complicated, But nonetheless, Barcelona needs to end this window in a good way possible. And I don't think there is any time for us to bring in an attacking midfielder right now, especially as Tottenham have already ruled out any potential loan move to Barca. Because now Barca wanted to go but for a loan, but it looks as though it won't be possible. So I think after Cancelo's deal will be completed, I think today or tomorrow, then we should be expecting players like Joao Felix being the main focus now, because we need to strengthen that attack. We need to do that. Since Dembele left for PSG, I think Barcelona needs to do, not like Dembele was a good scorer, because honestly we don't have wingers that score goals and we need that. That is why going for another attacker will be very important. A player like Joao Felix, he has goals to his name. He has goals to his name. So adding him to the list will be so important, I think. I think Xavi now is open to the idea of bringing in the player. Then on to the final story of discussion. Jean-Claude Todibo's move to Barca and that event that followed to this date remains one of the biggest mysteries in Barca. The Frenchman moved to Catalonia in 2019 from Toulouse. He was impressive in his initial days at the club and made the most of the few chances he received. However, it never translated into a bigger role for the young star. It eventually became clear that there was a bigger agenda in play. He was put through a series of loans to FC Schalke and Benfica before he was sold to Nice in July 2021. His sale included a fee of 8.5 million euros and was the best solution for all parties involved. As part of the operation, Barca also inserted 20% future sell-on clause. According to reports from Sport, Todibo's talent has finally come to the spotlight again. The player is close to signing for Manchester United, and the deal is said to be just one step away from completion. The publication further adds that the Red Devils are willing to shell out 30 million euros for Todibo's services. Given that Barca sells 20% or they reserve 20% of any future sales for the defender, they stand to gain 6 million euros if the deal goes through. Anyone who has not been living under the rock should now know that Barca's financial struggles are well documented. So the Catalans have been forced to take a step back in recent transfer windows owing to the same, and they are even struggling to register their existing players with La Liga. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.